All right, guys, we got two more cops here. Redlands, probably the same ones. Let me see. These look like different ones. It's not the same dopey ones from before.
Just next 30 minutes.
So they're out tonight, man. They are out tonight. They are everywhere right now, dude. Let's see, you guys watched. Look at him, he's gonna drive at me down the sidewalk. No, he's not.
Well, it's you again. You don't want any sleep?
Now he's gonna tell a war story. He said, "Oh, it's you again." Yeah, it's me again. So Ray Stevens said, "It's me again, Margaret." But you see how, well, this is a different traffic stop, but if you watched the other video of Redlands here, you see how the one cop was laughing and pointing at me and going, "Hey, he's recording you guys, look, look," you know, and all that. And there's no reason for all that. But that's how they are, you know, when you're recording them. Everybody thinks it's so stupid to record the cops. But how many videos have been, how much video footage has been used to convict cops who broke the law, committed crimes, or violated someone's civil rights? You know, video footage. So people think it's so weird, funny, strange, awkward to record the police, but when you have a cop that commits corruption or commits a crime or justifies bad behavior, was it then stupid to record that? You know what I mean? Was it strange to record that cop doing that? So the cop that shot the old lady who threw water, if his partner hadn't had a camera on, he would have got away with that. See what I'm saying? But yet people just cannot get over recording the police. They think it's just the dumbest, strangest thing until...
What's up, sir? How are you? You want to answer a simple question? Just asking you how you're doing. No? Must not be very good then, huh? Alright. Good talk.
Yeah, and it's a little painful to have to be like this. But I've come to learn that silence is my friend when it comes to cops. Don't answer, don't say anything. Because I've been there, and it doesn't pay off. You know, cops try to act like they're nice or be nice. I don't know if this is the cop from that last interaction or what. This is the only second. This is only the second Redlands stop that I recorded, though. So it must have been him. But no, I don't talk to cops anymore. I've tried to be nice. I've tried to be cordial and polite, and it just comes right back in my face. You know? Like San Bernardino PD, I'm nice to them. I was telling the chief, hey, this officer's been good. This officer was really polite. And what happened a couple weeks ago, I had a couple of them put their spotlight in my face and then drive their car around with the spotlight turning in my face. But I was being nice to them and their police chief, and that's how they paid me back. So that's why I don't talk to cops no more, because you know, if you're gonna act like that, if you're gonna act immature and childish at some point, I'm not even gonna give you the courtesy of a nicety. You know, I'm not gonna do it, because when I'm nice, somewhere in the future it's gonna come back on me. So they're gonna pull him out of the car, her out of the car. So now they've pulled her out of the car to sign a ticket. So they pulled her out of the car to sign a citation. I think, is that so he can go up there and look in the car? I don't know. She could have signed it from right there. Oh, that's so he could tell her that I'm recording. I said that because she looked back this way. Yeah, so I'm sitting here playing a scenario in my head. And try to describe it this way, why I'm not being nice to cops anymore. Here's an example, and this is a live example. This is what I've run into in the past. Let's say this cop sees me recording and then starts saying, hey, you need to back up. You need to get out. I'm going to arrest you for impeding, okay, or whatever. And this cop laughs a little, just starts laughing, you know, turns his flashlight on. I've run into that before, okay? So until that this truck passed, until the cops start saying to the other cops, hey man, hey, that's not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Let him record. Just go we got something to do here. You know, until they start doing that, I'm not going to be nice to them anymore. You know what I mean? Because I have cops that act like a-holes, and so they're pulling her out too now. She's the passenger. But I have cops that act like a-holes, and all the other cops stand around are like, yeah, they turn their head and they walk off laughing or whatever. That's why I'm not being nice to cops right now. That's why I stopped talking to them. I'm just done with it, dude. You know, until they start going, yo, that's not nice, man. Chill with that. You know, until they start doing that. So why is he searching the car? Did she give him permission? I don't know. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. So are they going to tow it? Is that why he pulled the passenger out? But why are they searching? What?
We are currently closed.
Who's over there? Somebody's over there. Somebody's over there. Somebody got picked up on surveillance. Maybe it was me from over here. But that's why I'm not saying hi to the cops, because I'm just tired of being dicked, you know, and other cops justifying it. Instead of going, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about this, okay? Especially when you get a sergeant that doesn't want to help you. You know, because he doesn't have time. Oh. Doesn't have time should not even be in a cop's vocabulary. Don't have time. That shouldn't even be in a cop's vocabulary. He opened the back door, that's why I was like, oh. You know? I mean, if they're going to an emergency call or something, fine, but this was in the police station and he was just standing there and he just turned around and walked back to the door. And you ask her, you're a little disgruntled? Yeah, I kind of am, because I've been nothing but nice lately, shaking her hand, hey man, what's going on, fist bumping them, and then to get treated like that, it's like, you know what, I'm not gonna return disrespect with politeness or courtesy. I'm gonna just ignore you and go my way. And if you consider that disrespect or rude, well, then I guess you better talk to your buddies. Because I'm done with cops, man. I'm just done with them, dude. But that's what I was saying earlier is, you know, when one cop acts bad or corrupt or lies or fabricates something, until the other cops go, you know what, that isn't right. Let's look at this. You know, until they start doing that, I'm not giving them the time of day. When they go, you know what, hell, that's the decision he made. That's his recommendation. Well, then I'm not going to give you the time of day. Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve my time of day. You have to earn my time of day from now on. I mean, I'm not going to be outright rude or outright be a dick. I'm just going to ignore you. That's the best policy. That way I can maintain my, you know, Christian face. Because nothing, there's no really Christian, what am I trying to say, doctrine that says I have to say hi to you or say hi back. I can just stand and ignore you and look around and I'm not cussing you out. I asked that last traffic stop, I asked a simple question. I said, how many cops have you testified against? Well, that's a strange question. No, it's not. There's a number that should be in the answer. How many in number of cops have you testified against? Well, you're the one wearing a 49er jersey, not me. That's what he said. And what's that got to do with how many cops you've testified against? Because the answer is 0. You should just say it. Well, I've never had the opportunity yet. Okay. Then I followed up with, would you testify against a corrupt cop? What's? But when someone asks, how many cops have you testified against? Well, that's an awful strange question. No, it's not. It's a direct question. Now, if you say, well, it's none, okay. I've never had the opportunity. Okay, would you if you had the opportunity? Well, that's sure you're asking some strange questions, you know? Get the hell out of here. So I'm just seeing if they're gonna, what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna tow her car and she's calling for help. Are they gonna give her a ride home or something? Is that why they opened the car door? He's gonna continue his search. They're both on the phone. But you know, it's like that last traffic stop. You guys are like, these are good cops. No, if there were good cops, there would be no bad cops. You know, the cop, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy, right here in Redlands, over here on the railroad tracks. Or actually, it's behind me. It's back over here that he did it. The guy picked up a handful of gravel and he threw his arms up in the air, kind of like a butterfly, and the cop shot him, dead. Instead of retreating back to his car and going, this guy's got a handful of gravel. Can I get a couple other people out here? You know, instead of doing that, he just shot him. He said, well, I'm allowed to do that. He's got gravel in his hands. Well, you're not Goliath and he's not David. And I haven't found where anything has happened to that deputy. Of course not. They're going to justify it. You know what I mean? To protect and serve whom? Themselves. They're not about preservation of life. They're about preservation of self. The problem with that is that they're scared of every little acorn that falls on top of their car. They're scared if someone walks up with a camera. They're scared if someone, you know, picks up a couple of rocks. Back up and go, hold on a minute, don't throw those. They're scared if an old woman throws water in the middle of her living room. So what do? They shoot her dead. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So are we waiting on a ride? Yeah, he's looking back at me. They're talking about me. My ears are burning. So are they... Oh, they took off walking. So yeah, they're going to tow the car. At least one of them took off. Is the other one with her? Can't tell. No, just one took off. Oh no, both of them. So they're gonna tow the car. So I'm gonna walk back this way, guys.